Now, we could all use some laughs in these trying times. And I came across this video last night. And when I tell you I laughed literally until my sides were hurting, you got to see this. I had to share this with y'all. And, you, make sure you are not eating or drinking when you watch this because it will end up all over your phone. I promise you. I can't even set it up without cracking up. You just gotta see this. Hold on.
Hello, this is your friendly neighborhood indie rapper, and I gotta admit, I'm looking forward to this year's Super Football Bowl. I usually don't watch football because I'm a Chicago Bears fan and I live in shame and nostalgia. I watch professional wrestling and anime and 1-hour prestige dramas on various streaming applications. I'm interested in this year's Super Football Bowl because there's a rapper doing the headlining musics, and I'm a rapper, an independent one, mind you, trail mix, salmon jerky, but a rapper nonetheless. I don't remember a rapper doing rap musics as the headlining act in the Super Bowl before. I remember Rihanna being pregnant in the sky. I remember a lady named Missing in Action flipping me off through the television, and I still don't even know what I did. I remember Janet Jackson's Titty Meat, but a rapper that does the rap music being the headlining act of a Super Bowl, it's like the world's gone crazy. And that rapper, of course, is Kendrick K. Lamar. I like the name K. because it's K period dot. So technically it's K. I'm very curious what the K. Super Football Bowl halftime is going to be. So I'm going to poke around the internet and see what sort of insights I can get about what it's going to be like. Oh, here's some insight from noted rap music expert Stephen Antoine Smith.
If you're the National Football League and you Jay-Z and Rock Nation, who oversees the halftime entertainment for the Super Bowl, and Kendrick Lamar doesn't perform not like us, the world is going to be in an uproar.
An uproar, he says.
Everybody going to be like, that don't make no sense. You got to play that, especially.
I like his that don't make no sense face. That don't make no sense.
Now, especially now, you gotta perform that song. You can't be Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl in New Orleans and you don't play Not Like Us and Drake walks away from that unscathed. Because I don't care who pumped what up. If the song wasn't straight fire, there's no way.
There's no way he says straight fire in casual conversation.
It would have had that many hits, that many downloads. No way in.
That many hits, that many downloads, that many spins on the old Victrola, that many 8-track auto reverses.
Hell, I don't give a damn what they try to pump. I don't care what they try to market. Nobody's having it because you want to hear that song. That argument by Drake in the eyes of a lot of fans out there is illegitimate. But more importantly, he comes off as very weak and very sensitive.
What a world champion yapper. I think all of us that try to do commentary about world events here on YouTube.com admire Stephen Antoine Smith and his ability to talk and say nothing for so long. What a treasure. I also found this video of a choir pretending to be the choir that got hired by K. to be the choir for the Super Football Bowl performance. So this is like a very expensive job application. So I hope they got the job. This sounds good, though. It looks like Maul from the Rory and Maul Show leading the choir.
Mr. Duck Brothers.
It's the world's most expensive job application. Is Trick that much better than Bitch? Really? Is that more acceptable in the Lord's eyes? I don't know. And everything else I found was just AI videos of people having fed the press release into an AI to have a random voice saying what the press release says over footage of random black people performing. There's a lot of those videos on YouTube.com too. But there's also been videos where people who claim to know what they're talking about say that they've spoken to people at the NFL and they've gotten it confirmed that the NFL is not going to stop K. Dot Dot from playing Not Like Us. He's got the green light. And that's very exciting for those of us that enjoy shaming PDF files. You don't realize how much fun you're going to have shaming PDF files in a group until you get the opportunity to do so. When I went to the pop out, one of my favorite memories is being in an arena full of people and 5 times having the opportunity to say along with an arena full of people, A minor. It feels good in the soul. So he can do Not Like Us, but what else is he going to do? I imagine he's going to do some songs because that's what he does for a living. Him and SZA, who he will be joined by, make songs for a living. So I imagine they're going to do songs. I want him to do a bunch of songs that he's probably not going to do. Given that I'm an independent rapper and I listen to Samus and Homeboy Sandman and clipping, I'm very used to not hearing what I want to hear in public. But if I was the one doing the programming, he would probably do Untitled, Unmastered, number 4, You, that song, Loving You Is Complicated. And then he would do Tammy's song, and he would do Cartoons and Cereal. Those would be my choices, but he's not going to do any of those. Those are too weird. And they'll do SZA songs, and I feel very disrespectful for saying this, but I have to live my truth. I don't know much SZA music, and I hope that's okay, and I hope the cultural police aren't too mad at me for saying that because it's true. I feel like I'm not in the demographic, so it should be okay. Side note, I always feel like she should do something with the Wu-Tang. I feel like RZA, GZA, and SZA is just a layup. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. Look at all of this free game I'm giving away for free. I am aware that they did an interview. I really enjoyed the interview that they did. Was that Harper's Bazaar, I think? I can't remember which fancy magazine they did the interview with, but they could perform the interview. That would be mind-blowing. That'd be groundbreaking. Never before seen. But everybody's like, how's it going to do Not Like Us? How's it going to do Not Like Us? And I don't know how he's going to do Not Like Us, but I do have a pitch. So just follow me here, okay? Here's how I would like to see K. Dot Dot and the SZA do Not Like Us, okay? First of all, you bring out Lil Wayne. Well, you wake him up first, but you bring out Lil Wayne, and then once he's awake, he can do a kickflip and a very sick, radical guitar solo, okay? Right when he's at the height of the guitar solo and he's wiped all the sleep out of his eyes, K. Dot Dot introduces an army of undocumented Mexican immigrants, like a whole army of them, like completely filling the football field. And just so there's no confusion, they all have on shirts, red, white, and blue shirts that say undocumented, just like your ancestors. And then just follow me. And then from the ceiling, I think this place has a dome. This is, I think, the Superdome. So that implies the existence of a dome. Descends a giant pinata that's shaped like DJ Academics. A giant pinata that's shaped like DJ, also known as Demics. And the immigrants, they have these sticks, right? And they just start beating the shit out of the pinata, just beating it mercilessly. And it turns out the pinata shaped like DJ, also known as Demics, is filled with tiny airplane bottles full of Hennessy. Now, everybody's confused now. Everybody's stunned. There's been no music played for the last 5 minutes, but just follow me here, okay? And then K-Dot goes, release the elephants, and 12 angry elephants come out of the tunnel where the football players come from, and they're towing a Tesla Cybertruck. They're towing it, and then K-Dot gives a signal, and these angry elephants, they just start fucking up the Cybertruck. They just start fucking it up, and when they finally, with their tusks, rip the top off of it, there's a man who looks like, curiously, like exactly like Elon Musk, bound and gagged in the Cybertruck. You can tell he wants to scream, but he can't because of the gag, and you can just see the terror in his eyes. And then K-Dot does another signal, and all of the elephants turn 180 degrees and just start shitting in the Cybertruck, just relentlessly elephant shitting in the Cybertruck, just filling the Cybertruck with shit as the terrified man who looks like Elon Musk is terrified and being smothered in elephant shit. At this point, there's immigrants and Hennessy and elephant shit everywhere. They cut to Jay-Z in the stands and he's crying really hard, and he's yelling at somebody on a cellular phone. They cut to the other booth, and Chris Collingsworth and Troy Aikman, they're like pulling their eyelashes out. They haven't heard the sound of a tackle in like 40 minutes now, and they're freaking out, and they're both scratching Blue 42. They're scratching Blue 42 into their forearm skin. But then the executives at Fox are like, this is the greatest thing ever. We have like, what, 100 million people watching this? What do we have on after this? Animal control? Fuck animal control. Cancel animal control forever. This is awesome. Just keep the cameras rolling. And just hear me out. And then K. brings out Drake. Bear with me, okay? Drake and K. They do a handshake like when Hulk Hard R. Hogan and Macho Man formed the Mega Powers on Saturday night's main event. They do a handshake like that. And at this point, the police have fought their way through the proud, dignified immigrants. They beat up a bunch of them, though, and they've gotten to K. and they've got handcuffs on him, and they've arrested him, and they start to drag him off stage. And now Drake, amongst a chorus of boos, is on stage by himself, and then the beat to God's Plan starts playing, and then right when that beat drops, also a cage jail drops from the Superdome. Again, he's confused, but then the stage opens up and begins to descend down under the field, and if you look really closely, you can see the devil waving and nodding and beckoning him down, and then the field closes up, and then you hear, and then K. and the SZA and the police and the immigrants and the elephants start doing a very choreographed crip walk, and then K. breaks the handcuffs like My Pet Monster, and it's it. The end. It's amazing. Like and subscribe, homie, friend. It's free. Stop playing.